So I'm not offended. If you say I have pride, I'm not offended. So I do.
No, what I'm saying that like at times you listen to people, you don't think you have the answer. Only
what do you mean?
want
No, I'm not saying I have all the answers. What do you mean I should listen to people? I am saying something about when you unleash terror on your people and you glorify it. Does that then give you the chance to come at me?
I'm not glorifying.
Not you, Simon Ekpa, glorifying terrorism on his own people. You want to deny that?
Can you listen to me? I knew the first time you interviewed Simon Ekpa, you brought him on your platform.
Right.
I watched you. Right? Are you getting me? And then you didn't like what he was doing. You kick him out. If you don't like somebody, don't like Simon Ekpa, and what he's doing, you don't like it, don't bring it on your platform. Don't discuss about it. Leave him. Don't give it attention.
Right.
That's what that's my own submission. I go to Nigeria every year, twice in a year. I go to the southeast from Imo State. But what I'm saying, if you don't like what Simon Ekpa is doing, don't give it attention. Some people say, I listen. You comment. You talk about what's his name, Nnamdi Kanu. You know how you talk about Nnamdi Kanu very well.
What do you mean by I was against him? In your comment, you said I was against Nnamdi Kanu. Where did you get that from?
I never said that. I didn't talk about Nnamdi Kanu. I'm talking about Simon Ekpa. I never mentioned Nnamdi Kanu. I listened to you. You give Nnamdi Kanu a good talk. You present him very well. There are certain things Simon Ekpa is doing that is not good. I agree. What I'm saying, don't talk about him. Leave him alone. Face your own, just like Parana. I used to listen to Parana too. You don't talk about. So if you don't like somebody, forget about what he's doing and continue what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to take your time. I don't want to waste your time. But sorry about the statement I made because I was upset for some people talking nonsense. Because you don't know what's happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is a very deceitful country. Okay, you're talking about Okwama. Look at what I listened to you. How they went there and attack people, and the army, they did it themselves. They say it's the community. They went there and bombed the community. You didn't know you said it.
Hang on, which we presented the fact here as well, right? So,
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Let me say something, sir. Let me say something too, okay? One of the things on Mayegun's diary political is this. I do not cherry pick. When I see something that is wrong, right? I don't cherry pick it. I don't feel like, this is a Simon Ekpa. I don't want, let me say it because somebody is going to feel like offended or something. So if you have been watching Mayegun very well, you won't tell me I should not talk about Simon or I should not talk about this person. When actually, what I'm pointing out is what affects ordinary people. And no one is actually taking responsibility for that, especially those who speaks for him. They're not taking responsibility for that. They're either projecting on is done by other people. Even when I said, this guy promotes all these things. So if other people are doing it, and he is the one promoting it, taking responsibility for it, how do you juxtapose that? They still left that kind of the fact in that statement to come for me.
Okay, Maya, you talked about. Okay, somebody was talking about somebody on Okada. Do you think these guys, Simon Ekpa can ask people to go and kill somebody who is riding his Okada, going to his? I don't want to go into that because if I go into that, it's going to bring a contract. But the point I'm making, I just want so that other people can contribute. Right. What I'm saying, that the Nigerian government are not honest. So whatever they say, people say that is what is happening. They are not telling us the truth. The government, that's the problem. The government people are lying.
Which I agree with you. I do. See, Morrison, I agree with you that we are dealing with duplicitous, dubious, and evil-minded, crew, which I have never hidden away. But what you are leaving out, okay, or somebody like yourself is leaving out, is the fact that Simon, and his, what do you call it, and his Twitter, upload the videos of those attacks, gave them title, and said, we warned you, water for you. So if somebody else is doing it, and he is taking responsibility for that, would you now kind of take that away from him?
No.
This is the point. No one has ever said, okay, if you go onto his Twitter handle, okay, now, if he didn't send them, fine. I've heard that before, okay? But if you didn't send people to do all these atrocities, but you are the ones who actually published it, which means they sent you the video, and you gave it a title, okay, to say, today, we gave judgment to this. And in the video where you gave judgment to, supposedly, armed He called them armed terrorists, the soldiers, the army, and the rest. He called them terrorists, Abi. So he said, we gave judgment to these people. But in that video, we see civilians whose properties are set on fire. How do you now separate the two? That is to say you are not taking responsibility for that action.
I understand what I said, but my point, bottom line, is don't give it attention. Leave him. Don't give it attention. That's what I'm saying. Don't give it attention. Don't give it attention. Because I know so many things in Nigeria you don't give attention.
Okay.
If you give it attention, you are recognizing what is happening. You are recognizing what is going on. You are exposing it. Leave it. Don't give it attention. Ignore it. It's not your man. It's not your kind of person. Nandi is your kind of person. Talk about Nandi Kalu. That's why I made some of those statements.
Okay.
Sorry about if you feel
I'll leave it at that. Okay, but thank you very much, Morrison. Stay safe there. Okay, thank you. Again, I heard him, but I am not in agreement with his position. So I think the point is clear now. It is not that what I said or what I shared about him is wrong or lie. Okay, it's the fact that I shouldn't give it attention. That we ignore. Right? When you see civilians caught up in the whole act of terrorism that you call freedom fighting, I should ignore, talk about something else, cherry pick. So that's not going to happen. All right? Here. Hello.
Hello, Baba Mayegu.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Good morning from here.
I'm very well. How are you too again? I mean, sorry, I missed that. I was forwarded to drink.
Yeah, good morning from here. This checks from Canada.
Good morning to you, Baba. Thank you so much for calling in, please.
Yeah, Mayegu.
Baba.
I would just say thank you, right? Because sometimes there are people I know you give that guy the chance to explain himself and so that other people can even see where he's coming from, right? Sometimes when I see things, when people do things that I cannot do, right, I give it to them, right? I give it to you. Honestly, you are not supposed to entertain that guy. Yeah, but I also know that it's also an opportunity for people to see how he sees life. Do you understand me? How can you come to somebody? You're happy when you're talking about the politicians, right? Then you want to still tell why not tell Mayegu to just leave those politicians?
Is that not what the politician supporters are telling me too? There are those who are saying that I'm a Yoruba man. I shouldn't be talking about Tinubu like that. Others will say, well, I shouldn't talk about their pastors like that. I should talk about something else.
So what's the difference between that guy now who called and these other people? Do you understand me? When you feel that, you feel that some of the things he's doing is wrong, but you shouldn't talk about it.
No. That's our people. We all have our biases in this regard. Go and talk about Yoruba. Leave us alone. Really? But when I was talking about hopeless Uzodigba, killing the innocent people, arresting innocent people, making them disappear, okay, all because he wanted the Ruga in Imo State. Well, I was okay to talk about it. I was a friend. I was the Igbo people's friend until I started talking about the atrocities of their prime minister. And
this guy went to Nigeria. He could have been a victim of all those things that is happening. It could have been anybody. Do you understand me? Yet he don't talk about it. Man, it's crazy how people think about at times. That's just what I wanted to talk.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Yeah. You stay safe as well, okay? Bless you. Here is another caller. The emoji. Our own emoji. Hello.
Hello, Mayegu.
Oh, you are back. Hello, sir.
Every time I say God bless you, that caller that said he's 54 years, I think he's 4.5 years old. Mayegu, we have been calling in your program.
Yes.
I just want to calm down. I want to calm down and say, that's what they call backstage. A lot of people doesn't know what is going on in backstage of this IPOB struggle. And with Simon Ekpa issue, they are just following Simon Ekpa. Then there's another thing I noticed. I've lived in Europe years. I live in America now. A lot of people living in Europe now and America, they don't have sense. They don't have sense. They don't think. I'm sorry. They don't think. Abroad has changed like before. intellectuals are coming to abroad, villagers spend money to bring them to abroad. After their education, they come back to develop the country. They are Nigeria. But this time around, everybody's just going out. A lot of people don't no focus, they don't even know what to do. They will tell you, just let me just come here. These are the people in abroad supporting every nonsense happening in Nigeria. I'm a very strong follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but it's unfortunate that this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnapping from Kenya made a lot. In addition, exposed that I begin to see, I'm Igbo man, I begin to see that a lot of Igbos doesn't have sense. I think we are the most wisest people, but we don't have sense. This man that is 54 years, I hope you're hearing my voice. I want you to go back. And it starts from 2013. Begin to play Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast. After playing that, come down and play it and listen one after the other. Then go back and play Simon Ekpa's broadcast and listen. You will see a lot of loopholes. And let me tell you about the stage. You know who is called Butuzo? You know who is called Gento? Simon Ekpa paid money. Simon Ekpa gives second in command money to kill first in command. I'm not saying that they should go and make investigation. So Simon Ekpa, these people are trying to protect that I'm defending here now. That people are saying that he's that because our people want to hear, and he bought into it. I first of all saw this guy in Nuremberg the day for the murder case. I saw him. He was such a power monger. He always wants people to see him because he's very short man, and he's a liar. Simon Ekpa, anything you're doing with Simon Ekpa, any place you come out from Simon, like this Dr. Damage interview with him, don't be surprised when you go to his phone. He has screenshot all the faces that said anything against him. He will give it to these guys. They will hunt them in Nigeria. Simon Ekpa told Benjamin Madubugo, and Benjamin Madubugo is the one that had case with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2017, and the case is still going on in Abuja because that guy went and saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave him coded warning to go and give Simon Ekpa. He came and said to Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa told him, after talking nonsense in Abuja, you don't need to go back to your home again. No, everybody know that this guy and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to the same prison. Simon Ekpa is a blackmailer. Because of Nelly Ofebu, he now put out Nelly Ofebu's nakedness on internet.
And she used to be like one of these mouthy woman. Like after the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu, those who are saying that they know who sold Kanu, they know who sold Kanu.
Who sold how? Yes. There's one guy in Germany, they call him Abalanze. That guy now, he cannot go to Nigeria because Simon Ekpa screenshot they called him. Butuzo called him directly. Nobody will tell me this. Butuzo called him direct. That tell him that he will kill him. He will cut his head. A lot of things Simon Ekpa has called a lot of because of money. Look at when Mazi Kanu was there. Mazi Kanu was controlling a lot of money, but he cannot notice it from him because he's very, very humble. But this guy just shot small money that came in. Simon Ekpa started misbehaving, killing people. These guys have killed a lot of people through Simon Ekpa. If they will remember, the other man, one Major Oji, that was doing his own thing on his own. Immediately, Simon Ekpa said, I ally with him. Army scatter this man. Simon Ekpa is a double agent, and he's making it for money. There's nobody in Igbo land he will show his face anywhere that the people will not tell you, I know this person. Who knows Simon Ekpa? Many people in America supporting him, they call them Omada. These women are the people. I don't believe that some of them have a husband. So this is where Simon Ekpa is milking his money. And look at, he told them that he bought private fighter jet. Where is the fighter jet? Where would that fighter jet come?
His supporters, hang on, emoji. His supporters said that he never said that. Okay, that he only said that
they don't have
if he had enough money, he will buy a fighter jet, he will buy warship, but he never really actually said he bought them.
If people are paying attention on this recent interview with Dr. Damage, he said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just like somebody pursuing for Biafran freedom, like him. Likewise, him. the next minute he changed. He said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is his leader, your leader, and he told you codedly. You know what? Because Mazi Nnamdi, to be honest with you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was interacting with this guy. That's why he wants Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to mess.
I have some of the videos
that's
of
why
the interaction as well. I do.
Yeah, not even videos.
It's just not yet time for me to, because my intention is not really to kind of go dirty with this guy. I was just more interested in the fact that if we were fighting for people, you don't terrorize them. It's been long overdue, all right? Which simply means that once you begin to tell them that if they don't obey you, they will die or something like that, that is no longer fighting for them, and we should specifically state that. Here you get now. Going on deeper things is not really my intention to start with. But his own followers or supporters feels otherwise. That's why I'm telling them, don't troll me. I'm not in that category.
Many people following that guy doesn't know him. Many people following that guy doesn't know him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to be honest, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking with him on phone very well. Now, that's why he wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to mention his name in the courtroom, so he will blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the way he was blackmailing the DOS and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu outside, because he knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out. These people are so stupid. He said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he come out, he will come to him. But he said it's your leader.
Nnamdi Kanu wanted him to stop sit at home. He should come and see him in Finland and say it to him. I was like, what?
Even some broadcasts of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that sit at home cannot get us Biafra. The only thing that can get you Biafra is only referendum.
Exactly.
And vote.
That's what he said.
And voting, and if this not voting, but himself, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never believe in Nigerian election. Let's not give us referendum. Anybody can choose where he want to be. So Simon Ekpa is making them. Last time he told them that he's going to get them Biafra in 150 days. That one passed. He said 2nd December. Simon Ekpa went to America. They went there and put Biafran flag on an empty house, somebody's house, and tell them that this is office of Biafra. So these guys this 54 years old man is talking rubbish, and they are killing people everyhow. He's 5. If I tell you what I know, about this man, these people are following like Mumu. This guy has killed a lot of people. He has bought all the main ESN. Simon Ekpa told people that any ESN that is in the bush chasing Fulani with the cow, destroying that person is terrorist. Simon Ekpa never condemned Asari Dokubo. He was praising Asari Dokubo when Asari Dokubo said he killed a lot of Igbos. Idiot people listening to nonsense without brain. Thank you so much.
Thank God that you let that out of your chest. Okay, so I know that I am in the middle of this. And there are people who don't want this convo. I can tell you a lot that there are IPOB members, there are Biafrans who have so much bottled up on top of this matter for years now. And Mayegun's Diary Politico is a massive platform too. Like somebody said, before YouTube started actually paying anybody, Mayegun's Diary Politico has been a voice on his own. And I've never put myself at the center of any conversation. So if somebody turn around because I say something that they don't probably like, or about somebody they don't want me to say something about, and they turn around and they say that I am a proud what have you, it just simply means that you have not been following. People have called me different names. The fact that they don't like what I do. They have called me arrogant. They have called me very proud. They said I've got ego. All of these are coming from people who have tried to change my perspective about something or about someone, but they couldn't. So therefore, I am a proud person, and I take that as a badge of honor. One thing you will never call me is a liar. You may not agree with me, which is okay. It's okay by me. I don't cherry pick. I don't like what I don't like. And if it makes anybody uncomfortable, fine. I'm not in the category of these social media attention seekers that you can troll or what have you. You get that now? So I'm at the center of all of this. In fact, this Mayegun's Diary political phone-in is going to give a lot of the Biafrans who have kept so quiet for so long because they've been trolled on social media, they've been threatened, they've been intimidated enough, their family members have been threatened, and because of that, they just kept to themselves on this matter of Ekpa and IPOB stuff. They've kept to themselves. They don't want anybody to threaten them. You can't threaten Mayegun. That's one thing you should know. Except if you are a new low life who probably have never heard of Mayegun. You don't know me. Right? So I am in the middle of it, and everybody is free to come and speak their mind for or against. Mine is to listen. Here is another caller. Hello.
My good evening.
Good evening,
from
sir.
Cambodia.
Is that Jojo?
Yes.
Man, you are awake early. I mean, well, I'm keeping you up early, and I'm still probably going to keep
you,
you know.
It's 11:40 p.m. here in Cambodia.
11:40. In another 3 hours, we are going to be back again, and you're likely going to still be with us. I bet now that everywhere just the boy right now, everywhere the boy, you have your step too. Please.
Okay. I want to deviate from this, but I just want to deviate on this topic because what we are seeing here is these are one of the things people will always witness when they are agitating. But I know that most of us in the South agitating in the South, we are, I can say we are just, we are afraid and kind of foolish freedom fighters. We don't understand how nationhood works. That is why we are behaving the way. Yes. So we are dealing with people who, most people like Fulani people who are good at going to, just like we used to go to America or UK to study and get the understanding of the West. These are people who would want to go to Iran, Saudi Arabia, and most of these places to go and study and learn Wahhabi kind of Islam and some kind of extremist way to grab lands and all this. So, like I used to say, I used to give example with country because I've been researching. I'm a student of history. I've been researching and I have seen that what is playing in Nigeria is what played in Lebanon in the 80s. It's the same thing. And the people we are dealing with are people who would want to go to these places, find out how they were able to Islamize a whole population of the region, and they are playing they're just testing the whole thing in Nigeria.
Divide and rule kind of.
Exactly. Fulani knows that it's not about the number. It's just they know that it's not. If you see the way Israel, about 9 million population of Israel, is dealing with people in the Middle East, they know that it's not about how populated you are. Fulani is not up to 10 million, and they are able to bring the Igbo and the Yoruba, put them heads together and rule against them. So they understand how things work, and most of us in the South has this knowledge, that this understanding that if you want to be in the table, you have to work with the master, Fulani masters. If not, you'll be kicked out. So what happened in Lebanon is what happened in Nigeria. Igbos and Yoruba will continue to be driven away out of that space, Nigeria space. Look at the way we are all traveling, going to America, going to settling down, born kids that are not coming home. Majority of them are not coming home. And they understand that once you are abroad, you will be that diaspora Nigerian who sends money home, who sends forests home. It's good for them. They like it. You'll be sending the more they will hear jabba, everybody is jabba.
The rest of us can stay out there. And then the most of us can continue to rule the rest of us.
Yes, as long as you are in abroad, you will be sending dollars. And you will see politicians who are saying that it's good. Doctors will be leaving. You'll be sending forests, and they will be grabbing the forest and be sending them to the accounts in Europe and Dubai and everywhere, living large. They don't work. They don't do anything. This is This is a Fulani system is what they call FIDUA system of. This is FIDUA, FIDUA system of government. They are willing to throw Fulani tribes in the forest, don't give them education, use them to get the rest of us, and they are willing to die. They throw this kind of Fulani people in the forest. Imagine Fulani campaigning to put Fulani in the forest as local headers who don't get education. They don't care about them.
Now. See what they did in Enugu just 2-3 days ago now.
Exactly. They will continue